an influential man such as yourself is always up to something.
Thanks for the honor.
I see that you're here at this show.
Yes.
And so what other shows have you done lately?
The Chicago Arts and Crafts Show, end of May 2009.
Oh, and how'd that go?
Well, it would have gone better if I wouldn't have got a bad check.
You got it. Who gave you the bad? Are you at liberty to say? Because I will promote this.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well,
it's not a.
How much was the bad check for?
$3,900.
$3,900. $4,900. How'd that happen?
The guy apparently didn't have the money to cover the check. It happened to two other dealers. Fortunately, one other dealer got their money back, or their piece of pottery back, Newcomb College in particular. And
was that the piece that you sold him?
No, what pieces are long gone.
Well, what pieces? What were they?
Newcomb College pieces. About a 5-inch vase and maybe a 6-inch vase.
Wow.
1927, I believe 1931, Sadie Irvine and Anna Franciscan.
So, do you believe that this was just in good faith that it happened? He just didn't happen to have the money, or do you think that he No, he
knowingly did it because he gave me a check on an account that was closed in April of 2008. Unbeknownst to me until, of course, I tried to present the check, which at that point, presented to the bank, I already knew it was not going to be good because of two other dealers involved also received a bad check or insufficient fund checks or closed account checks.
How did you find out from them?
Well, they deposited their checks long before I did because I was being a good guy and holding it for him, the check, until a week later.
Is that what he asked you to do?
Yes.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about that.
It's part of my own doing, but...
well, this is the price of, when you're in business, things happen, the price of doing business.
That's correct, and I'm still kind of in contact with him, even though he's hard to get hold of and he's not in any one place.
I can imagine. Well, when you did contact him and you mentioned this, if that's the right word.
Well, he was very, of course, apologetic, and I think there is about a little percentage of good in him. He wants to try to make things right when and if he has any money. Unfortunately, in my case, and the other dealer's case, he has since sold the pieces, which technically the other piece is considered maybe stolen property. Mine, I have yet to file a police report.
And are you planning to?
Well, I had unfortunately, since I didn't deposit the check right away, I just recently deposited the check to get the proper paperwork that it is a no good check before I can file the police report.
Wow.
So I have all intention of doing that if he's not going to be sending me more money rapidly.
Has he sent you anything?
He has sent me a small portion in good faith, apparently, which, like I said, there's a small percentage of him that tends to be wanting to take care of matters.
I see.
One other dealer involved actually got their property back, so they're completely out of the situation, which is good for them, and, unfortunately, as I mentioned, myself and another dealer, this individual has since sent them through auction, and they have been sold back in June.
Well, so so at some point you called him up or emailed. How did you contact him?
Cell phone.
So you called his cell phone, and he said he would send an amount of money to you. So when you actually got that amount of money, were you pretty shocked?
Well, not really, because usually he has done what he said he would do, except
this case.
Well, except sending all the money. But for the fact that one conversation I said, send me a note of what you plan to do, which I did receive a note, a small note, a short note, but a note in good faith. Then he did say he'd send me some money, and it wasn't as much as expected, but it was, again, some money.
Did he give you a specific amount of money that he said he would send you?
Well, we kind of talked about it, but I'm sure things have changed since when we talked and when he actually had the money to send me.
I see.
So it's about half of what we originally thought he would send me.
So has he paid like 10% so far, or something like that?
Let's say about 1/20th.
About 1/20th. Well, it's 5%.
Yeah, 5%.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about that. How long have you been in the business?
Well, with that kind of story, it didn't seem like very long, but about 15 years.
About 15 years. And have you ever had a bad check that stayed bad before? I don't mean one that was temporarily bad and you eventually recovered it within a couple weeks.
Yes, that's the only thing I can think of.
So you've been in the business for 15 years. You've done thousands of transactions in that period of time, and so far you've gotten one bad check. One big bad check, and you're getting some stream of money back, and you have reason to believe
we hope it keeps streaming. I hope it keeps streaming, but
Well, when it does not, call me up, and
Okay.
we will
name.
we will put a name and face to it. Until then,
Some of the, quite a few of the dealers in the circuit are somewhat aware of the name now, but he may use aliases, so who would know? But in particular, he was specifically looking for Newcomb College pottery, so
okay,
that would be something to note.
I will. So, and what is your name?
William M. Billsland III.
Okay.